here. So if you have a message and you're processing this and you're doing some filtering in it, how do we ensure that we would remove the correct elements once they're being processed and see that everything looks good? So we have a message that's coming in. It looks something like this. It have a document type. It have some line items into it. Business then wants that we would set up a filter that says if the material number equal this, or a material type, material group equals something, then we want to delete these and not send it out. So we will get a document that looks something like this. We got our document, we got our line items, and then on the last, for instance, we'll just have 2 items because that's all that's needed there. If then it then for some reason does not contain all of these information, so there's actually no material that should be delivered, how do we handle this? How do we make sure that the message would not be delivered? Because there will be an error if I think this element in the case here is required. So if you're not filling in this, it will be given error. I think if it's repeated multiple times, you can remove one of them and just deliver the other one that has line items. But if there's no, you would have to do a filtering outside of this. So actually, there's 2 solutions again for this. One is you can do in your iFlow when you're sending it in. We have to figure out to deliver this list somewhere. Maybe that's more. Probably we'll go through a couple of these because it's quite informative. So the first thing is you can do a receiver determination where you go through the list and figure out, do we really need to deliver this or not? And if we need to deliver it to the partner, we would just deliver it to the message mapping and deliver it, and that is okay. In this case of we have here, there's a challenge that this lookup for it's on each material number. We need to do a lookup and figure out is this a material a number we need to ignore, and if it is, we will ignore it and everything is good. So we can put a receiver determination in, and receiver determination is pretty powerful. You can just say what message you want, and then you would not get those. Then the next one is we'll say, okay, we'll deliver this message no matter what. Then in our message mapping, we will do our filtering, and then we will send it back to a new ICO. And in this one, we will have our receiver determination, a normal one, that would then test if it should deliver this or it's just should cancel this message. So here we would, I guess this would be the black one. It will be mapped. It will be delivered to a new airflow that will then deliver it. And then the third solution is in our message mapping, we'll create a multi-mapping where our target structure would be either this one, this document, or a dummy. And then we'll simply map to this structure, so this will be 0 to 1, and this will also be 0 to 1. So if there's any of these documents and we need to do it, we'll map it to this original structure. And if there's no documents into it we want to use, we'll map it to this dummy structure, deliver this message to whoever wants it, or dev null or whatever on your file system that's just being deleted. I think this one doesn't really matter. It's not that many messages. So any of these would do. And since we have this mapping up here, yeah, they are all good. I think it's a little challenging sending the message back in again, and doing a lot of extra lookups is also not really good. So I would probably recommend that we'll go for this one, because yeah, we're not doing extra lookups and we're just doing this. If something fails, we'll send a dummy message, and I think we actually already have one of these scenarios at that where we're just putting it to dev null and not doing anything about it.